Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am finally gonna get my hands on creating this new product that I've been talking about in the past couple of videos. I do have everything that I need already here. I made the purchase a while ago and I was just waiting to do them. So I have it set up here and I'm going to show you all what it is and talk a little bit about it in a little bit. But before I do, I would like to thank Leon who placed an order this week. And by the time this video comes out, hopefully you'll have your order. And I thank you for placing that order. I greatly appreciate you. You have been such a loyal customer to me, a loyal fan to this channel here. So thank you so much. And as I was coming back from the post office and winding down, I noticed that another order came in today from Suzanne. So Suzanne, thank you so much for placing an order. I will be packaging that one up and sending it out on Monday, which again, hopefully by the time this video comes out, more than likely, you will also have your order. So thank you to the both of you for being so supportive of my small business, and I hope you enjoy the products and the little gifts that come inside. Now, with all of that being said, let's go ahead and talk about this new product that I am dying to test out and work on. Now, before we actually get started and I show you these things, I do want to talk a little bit about the samples that I made in a previous video and show you guys the outcome of letting it sit overnight. So, if you remember, I have them sitting here. The rose water and ivy ended up coming out cloudy and milky right away. So it's really just a milky form to it. So this is probably not going to be a part of the collection of room sprays that I have. I might just end up, like I said, using it around the house. But what happened, I noticed this morning when I came to look over the products and check and make sure everything was straight, I noticed that the blue sage and sandalwood scented one ended up becoming milkier overnight. So this one might not be in there as well. I don't know. I might make another sample just to see if it clouds up again. And then the other one, the Bali Surf, actually stayed the same. So while it's still cloudy, it's not nearly as cloudy as the other two, and it is not milky at all. So this one might be a contender. I do have two other scents that I want to test out as a room spray, because like I said before, I'm only adding one other room spray for now, and that is going to be it for a while. And yeah, but the diffusers are the same. Nothing has changed with the two of them, and I'm actually going to put some reed sticks in them tomorrow to see how it goes and if the scent comes through perfectly. But now we're going to get on to the product that I have been actually wanting to make. So I ended up purchasing this wax from Candle Science, and it's cocoa soy wax. Yeah, cocoa soy pillar wax. And it's little pebbles in there. And I am going to use this, I purchased this rather, because I want to make what is called wax sachets. I've been calling them satchels for the longest time now since I first saw them. So I want to make wax sachets because I noticed that my clamshells don't really sell when I have them out on display or really on the website. So I don't want to take them necessarily off and stop selling them. I'm not going to make any more of them. And the ones that I do have, I have to check to make sure. But some of them are not in the best shape anymore. So what I thought was I would go ahead and try another wax melt product that can maybe do more than just melt down in a wax warmer. So I ended up finding wax sachets, and I got a mold here, and I got this off of Amazon about a month ago, and I got two of these. So I have these here, and what's good about these is I was reading is that when you make them, you can make them decorative or you can make them plain, and you can have them in your closet, hanging in your closet. You can have them in, not your car, because I think it would melt in a hot car, but you can have it in your closet, you can have it in your drawer, and it's just something that will scent up everything and have it smelling nice. And it's going to be a hanging wax melt, basically. So I ended up getting that. I ended up getting the wax here. I do have Tarte wax that I normally use for my wax melts, but I figured I would try a different one because when it came to the Tarte wax, I never really tried any other ones out there, and I only went with the one that came from the company that I also buy my regular wax from. So I figured I might as well test this out and see, and maybe this might be my new Tarte wax if it comes out okay, or maybe I just stick with the one that I already have. But I bought those, and then I bought this little, I have a box over here that I also bought from Amazon, and really I just bought from it because I wanted to just test it out and see first before I really invested much into these. And I bought this here, and what this is a box of dried flowers, and I got the 9 bags off of Amazon. So I got that, and then I ended up picking out which ones I want to try out in these. So this is just the full rose. These are the rose petals. I have lavender here, which is always a favorite in decoration. And I also have lily here. So I'm going to use these to make decorations into these wax sachets, and hopefully I know what I'm doing, and it'll come out the way I want it to. Oh, and we're using the scents that we used from the last video, which I just know that the blue sage and the rose water is going to work a little better in the wax. So let's get started on setting this up and getting ready to pour. Okay, so I already put out some of the dry flowers here, and then because the lavender is seed-like, I'm just going to leave them in the bag until I need to use them. But I have to move quick with this stuff because the wax does dry quickly. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to measure out the wax, and then I'm going to do the double boiler method. And the reason why I'm doing the double boiler method, even though you can put this whole thing in the microwave, I don't think I'm using the whole thing. I doubt it. It's very small cavities, but I'm going to go ahead and do what I know how to do, and that's doing the double boiler method. Now it says to heat to 185 using the double boiler method. Add your fragrance oil. The website said to add it at 185, and then stir for 2 minutes, and then pour at 170, 175. So that's how much it's going to measure out to for just 2 cavities. And the first thing I want to do is the rose water and ivy. Stirring for 2 minutes is like interesting because I normally don't stir for 2 minutes, but it depends on the wax, I guess. That was so fast. I didn't even get a chance to like really put them in. So it is, I don't want to keep touching it because I don't want to mess it up, but that is how I figured I would put the design for that one. But yeah, they were not lying that it dries really, it cools off really quick. So I thought what I could do is add some more wax to do a double wax over it, and that's how it came out. So I'm going to leave that one be, but I think this one actually came out pretty decent, and I'm going to continue the other ones. Alright, so let's try one at a time, and we're gonna do Bali Blue Surf next. And hopefully this one comes out a little bit better than the other one. Alright, so this is not coming out the way I expected it to, but that's okay because it is my first time making them. And I'm not doing a full tray, which is why the measurements are a little off. I thought it would be the equivalent to my 1 ounce samples that I have, but it actually isn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt just a little bit of the wax, and I'm going to see if I can fill this up. I'm going to redo the calculations and maybe use 30 grams instead of 20 grams to fill it up, and see if I can salvage the last 3 here. But that one actually came out okay, and there was a little extra wax over. So maybe if I tried at 30 grams and redo the fragrance oil, then maybe I could salvage these. But let me see if I can try and correct these 2 here, and yeah. Let's see. Wanted to sit for a minute, but this wax is going so quickly trying to solidify that I don't have time. I'm like running back and forth between it. But I do have 2 more to go, and the wax is melting now. Here is the final result of the ones I made. So these 2 here are the Blue Sage. This one and this one up here are the Bali Surf. And these 2 are supposed to be the Rose Water. And as you can see, this one ended up not pouring correctly. So yeah, that's just a trial and error. But not bad for a start. I do like the first one that was poured, this one here. And I do like these 2 here, very simple. This one I don't like so much. I think, sorry for the shadow, but I think this one is a little too embedded for me. And then this one here. So I am done with the wax sachets for today. It is my first time ever doing them with the dried flowers on them, and I do like the first one and how the first one came out. I do like how the last 2 came out, and I need a little more practice with the remaining 3, but I think they came out okay. I think they're not bad. I can't wait to pop one out and actually see what it looks like outside of the mold, and I'll probably put a snippet of it at the end of the video to show you guys what it looks like. I do have ribbon here that I purchased off of Amazon, and it's just basic white ribbon so that I can string it on through and tie it and hang it. I saw one lady, she actually has those silver rings to just pop through there, so that's an option. And then there's also the matter of how to package these if they become final on my small business, well, in my small business. But I do like them. I can't wait to test them out and see how they do around the house, of course, because this is my test environment here. And yeah, I think they came out okay. That one that I really tried to salvage just didn't work, and I wasn't going to waste the flowers on it. But I do need more practice doing them, and it's only going to get better and better as I go. But that was it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed watching me blunder and make a mess of doing wax sachets for the first time ever. And to all my candle makers out there, small business or for a hobby, let me know in the comments down below if you guys have ever made these wax sachets before, and if so, how did they turn out for you the first time you made them? And if you sell them, do your customers enjoy them? Because I feel like they're like those, I don't know if you remember, but they were like little packets and they had scent in them. I think they had potpourri in them, and you would just put them into your closet and hang them on the rod there and then scent up your closet. I miss those things. I haven't had one in a long time. But anyway, I have these and I can test them out. So that's a good thing now. But just let me know down in the comments what your customers think about them. How do you feel about them if you use them? If this is your first time ever hearing about them and now seeing me do them and do this little make of them, would you ever try them? Just let me know in the comments down below. Feel free to share. But that was it for today's video. If you like what you saw today, and I hope you did, then please hit that like button and comment and share, as well as, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you can be notified when the next new video comes out. Now, I'm going to get something to eat because every time I film these videos, I'm never eating beforehand. But I'm going to get something to eat and brainstorm just a little more of how I can make these a little bit better and improve on them for the next time I make them. With that being said, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. And don't forget to show yourself a little more appreciation. So until next time, this is Tammy saying, take care, everyone. Alright, so real quick, I know I just ended the video, but I thought I had to wait a little longer, and I actually ended up popping out 2 of them. There's one right here, and this is how they both came out. So not bad for my first try at these. As you can see, this one's a little lower, so it needs to be evened out, but this one definitely came out a little better than that one, and nothing's falling out, so that's a plus. But I really like the way they came out. They really do smell great, and I'm just gonna have to practice a little more and get a little bit better at this before I can present them to anyone outside of this house, of course. But I just wanted to give that little update so you guys can see what they actually look like. Looks so adorable. I like it.